Like, why are tigers $2,000 and pit bulls $1,500? Like, there is not a $500 discrepancy between a tiger and a pit bull. Of guns and stuff, and I have not received one DM in the past 5 minutes about AKs, so I know it's gonna be a good day. Let's go. I do not own a plate carrier yet. I'm in the process of putting one together. Gonna go with the Spirit Systems Covert in gray. Ear Pro. Inner ear, I'm running these little Surefire in-ear plugs. They're great. The problem is I don't like in-ear plugs because they start itching after like 10-15 minutes, and then I'm in the range just like looking like a crazy person. Over the air, I run these Howard Light Impacts. I love these. The only issue is sometimes when you put them on and you get the rifle up the cheek, well, they sometimes open up and they break the seal. So besides that, these are great. You can hear out the left side, right side. They're like 40 bucks, I think. You can go from $10 to 300 bucks for Ear Pro. So whatever you can afford, go with those, but get some good stuff, and I'd highly recommend electronics. I do, but they're in my car, and you're gonna make me go get them out of my car, aren't you? Crap. All right. Range boots. This is what I run. Ultima Maritime boots. These are the high ones. You've probably seen these on everyone's Instagram. One thing to keep in mind, these are not waterproof boots. These are not remotely waterproof boots. They're so not waterproof that this mesh right here is designed to drain water out. So if you're looking for a waterproof boot, this is not it. Honestly, if it's like really muddy or just terrible outside, I'll wear these. Usually at the range, I'm in some sneakers. Yeah. Chucks, Vans, whatever I'm wearing for the day. So if it's terrible conditions, I'll wear these, but besides that, I'll just wear normal sneakers. How do I budget for ammo? I budget for ammo by budgeting for ammo. If you make it a priority, you'll find wiggle room in your budget for it. Me and my wife, we have discretionary money where a specific amount is set to whatever we deem necessary, and I deem shooting necessary, so that's what I spend my money on. I don't have an Xbox, PlayStation, or anything like that, but shooting's important for me. Sweet! If you ordered it, I don't know why you're asking me, but I think they're legit. I know they're coming out with longer ones than 3 power now, and I've never shot with the Vortex ones. I've mainly shot with EOTech, but Vortex makes great stuff, so I can't imagine it'd be terrible. Unless it's a Crossfire with a crappy battery life. Then it would be terrible. I've gotten my process down to edit videos very fast, so depending on how long the video is, I can spit it out in 2-3 minutes. But that's because I've spent a long time figuring out where to cut time. First, I give him a wedgie because this is probably the last time you're ever going to be able to get away with that. After that, I'd get him a good pistol, so like a Glock 19. I meant to say this in the last post I did. Howard Light Impacts, these are the ones I use. Sony, Bose, Beats. These are not Ear Pro that you can wear at the range. They actually work the inverse of these. These turn up audible sound that you hear around you, but cut off for gunfire. Beats, they just basically cut out any low hum so you won't hear the fan, but they're not designed to protect your ears. So if you're gonna go shooting, make sure you buy some shooting Ear Pro and not just noise canceling headphones. Stop wearing Beats the range! All I'm reading is Glock versus pointy stick, and I'm gonna go with the Glock. I'm a fan of any drill that makes me work hard, think hard. Gladiator 6's PTD drill, that's a really great one. If you hit up Amy556, her website, she has a bunch of drills that she's constantly putting up there. All those are legit, and I'm terrible at all of them. Besides that, anything that makes me suck and get better, I'm a fan of. Absolutely, as soon as I can save up enough money, I'm gonna be getting into all the cans. And as far as wait periods, they suck, but December's coming anyway, so it might as well get a can in December than not, because you're gonna be there anyway. So the waits suck, but stick it out. I've had a couple people reach out to me to be on podcasts. I plan on doing all of them. I just have to find the time to actually sit down and do it. Yeah, me personally, I'm not gonna be launching a podcast. YouTube and Instagram is enough for me right now, but yeah, podcasting's legit. Yes, I have, and they are legit. If it finally comes out in time, probably like 30-40 yeet cannons. Is that the one that costs $200 more and doesn't have the bolt hold open on the last round? That one? The Glock 42 and the Glock 45 are different calibers, so the only reason you'd go with the Glock 42 is if the 9mm is too much. Now, if you're talking about the Glock 43 versus the 45, that's easy, get both. Yes, in my front closet, I have my bug out bag ready to go. It's about 48 hours worth of stuff. And spoiler alert, there are no guns in it. I have my concealed carry that I always have on me. I have an extra mag if I need to grab it. But besides that, it's all medical stuff and life support stuff. Guns are important, but there's a lot of other stuff that'll take you out before someone's shooting at you. Got my Fang Gang, yeah! Haven't done anything with it. Need to send them out to get programmed. But yeah, have them. Haven't done anything with them yet. Not really. Everything that I would add has already been put out there. I will say though, gun industry as a whole, two biggest areas lacking, forget the ATF, is maturity and integrity. I'm not big into shotguns, so I'm not big into 3-gun myself. ARs and pistols are what I know really well. I have a shotgun, I've shot it, I've shot skeet. It was too slow for me, so I got bored. I actually did a YouTube video with my whole pre-range ritual, the whole day of what I do going up to the range. So if you go to my YouTube channel, just search for the Daniel Cord, you can see it, and you'll see my whole pre-range ritual. That I would go or that I should go, because I would have it so short the bullet's sticking out the front. Honestly, I don't know. I don't have a 300 blackout. I've seen a lot of 7 inches, so maybe 7 inches, but I do some more research to figure that out. Cascade concealment with Enforce APLC at 4 o'clock. Yes, it's just yes to all Glocks, yes. 45 is a great round, especially to shoot. Now, for me, I'm not in the realm yet of just shooting for fun. I'm thinking self-defense, because there's some guns out there, like the Chiappa Rhino is a phenomenal gun. I personally wouldn't run for a concealed carry, but 45 is a great round if you're just looking for a fun gun to shoot, especially suppressed. Big old fat bullet flying down the range quiet, yeah. On my Scorpion and on my AR, I'm running the Streamlight Rail Mount 2. I think that's the 600 lumen one. I want to get into that XL though, the 1000 lumen one. That thing looks beast. TriggerCon, no. I'm honestly not going to be doing too many public events in 2020. 21 is when I plan on really hitting some more stuff, but this year, probably not. Absolutely, the SIG 320 is a great gun to start out with. Also, the M&P 2.0 and then the Glock Gen 5, the 19 or like the 17. All those guns are phenomenal to start out with. Did you decide on an optic after that? Yo, this is a lot of questions. From yesterday, straight back into it. We need like a shooting break. Okay, shooting break. I haven't shot them personally. I know everyone who has them loves them. Again, Amy556, she runs them, and I have not heard a bad thing from them. And they're based in Maryland, so I'm kind of biased. I don't like saying brands because people, the minute I say something, everyone trashes it and says why that's the worst thing ever. But I want to get a Silencer Co. Omega 9K, a Sparrow, a Yankee Hill Machine, their resonator with the QD, and then I want to try out the Surefire, I think it's the SOCOM, their 5.56 can. So yeah, hodgepodge of different brands, but those are the ones I want to get. Stippling on this Glock was done by Rocket City Stippling. The guy Jack over there is a wizard with polymer. Like, he is insane. The stuff I see him do, he's the guy who does all my guns. He's legit. If it's failing, yeah, retire it. But the main thing that I'm usually seeing needing to be replaced on guns are recoil springs and barrels. If those two are fine and you're still having issues, yeah, I might replace it. Oh, there's always a plan for a new gun. There's always a plan. That sounds like a legit time of nailing Jello to a tree. For drills, I usually have a time standard, and once I hit that time standard, or I'm beginning to shave time down to where I want it to be, then I'll usually move on to the next drill. But if I'm not progressing, I'm gonna stick at it till whatever I'm struggling with sticks. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like that question because it's basically asking other people to set your moral standard and your moral compass, because if so-and-so's doing it, okay, cool, that's okay. You need to have your own set of morals and your own set of guidelines that you live by, and then that is how you dictate your life. Also, I don't think it's a great idea to disclose what you do online where people can see it and record it and play it back in court. Me personally, I have my Maryland carry permit, DC carry permit, Utah. Thank you, Wilson Brothers Armory. They're who I do all my permitting through. So I'm legal everywhere I do go. Everywhere that I have my gun, I can legally carry that gun. But stop asking other people to set your moral compass. Whatever's in the mag, I'm gonna shoot it. Form ones are cool. I think they're more in the Gucci category of something that you don't necessarily need, but it's great to have. If you want to do it, do it. But if you're trying to decide this is your only AR and you're trying to decide between that and ammo, don't form one. It's pointless. That's tough. Miss Hero's gonna be pissed, but I'm probably gonna say Glock 19. 3 weeks in, we should know the answer to this one, AR. This is actually probably gonna get me in trouble. I run a really thick Walmart belt, so I have not. And initially I was like, oh well, I don't really care. But it has me intrigued. I'm not gonna get one. I have other stuff that's more important besides that, but it's interesting. I wanna get my hands on one of them and shoot it. Is that you, ATF? Let's just say more than one and less than 100. Polymer 80s are legit if you do it right. And when I say do it right, I mean take time, milling it out, and break the gun in. I would have at least 200 to 300 rounds through clean with no hiccups before I would go out and do other shooty stuff with it. Ooh, this is a dicey question. Okay, so a few things. One, I understand where he's coming from. A lot of people are like, you need to have a gun. Some people have terrible experiences with firearms and just don't want to deal with anything involving them. What I would say first is don't have this conversation when both of you are stressed out or both of you are scared or something crazy going on, because emotions just make every marriage conversation worse. So make sure it's a conversation when everyone's in a great mood. Addition to that, I would also just sit down and talk to them. Hey babe, hey honey, I'm concerned about our personal safety. When you're out at work and I'm here alone, I would like to have some additional protection. What do you think we can do? You don't necessarily have to go down that gun route. There are a lot of less than lethal self-defense options that are out there. Saber makes some crazy pepper spray and mace, like 30 feet giant cans, like you could put them in the kitchen and they're crazy legit. Depending on what state you are, tasers are an option. There are a lot of different self-defense options, so you don't necessarily have to go down the route of a gun. But I would also dig into that a little bit. Women are great at that, digging into men and figuring out why they're ticking and why they're broken. Y'all just love that stuff. But yeah, figure out where that's coming from and what the thought is behind that. And then also, hey, I know we're not gonna get a gun. Let's do a date night to the range. Let's go. And if you do a date night to the range and you shoot a gun for the first time, shoot a 22. Go to the counter and say, I would like to shoot a 22 pistol. Call it at that. Have a blast. You'll have a phenomenal time. Everyone will leave happy. They're gonna shoot a 22. But yeah, so shoot a gun, see how you like it, both talk through it some more. This is not a light decision. This is not a decision that should be made off the cuff. This is a big change for a lot of people. So make sure that you're thinking this through. But the biggest thing, like any issue in marriage that you have to figure out, is open communication. And then don't belittle him. You're a man, you should be into guns. Don't do that, because that's just gonna make him shut down. So just say, this is a concern that I have. This is an option. What do you think? Yeah, do that. Or just buy a gun and don't tell him. Thank you all so much for joining me. I had a blast doing this. Gonna be doing it again next Saturday through Sunday at 12 o'clock. And all of these videos will be uploaded to YouTube so you can go back and watch them if there was a question that I answered that you missed and it disappeared. Thank you all so much for joining me, and I'll catch you all next time for some guns and stuff.